this is Stephanie. We're back with SMN News and stephaniesrockshow.com. We're here with Serj. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you for being on the show.
Oh, anytime. So he's huge. He's been in a Grammy Award-winning band, System of a Down, and he's doing a solo project. He's got a new CD coming out right now called Imperfect Harmonies, and the latest singles, Borders Are. Did you write that all by yourself? And if so, what was the inspiration for all the lyrics?
Borders Are is the first thing that we wanted to put online and share with the world, and yes, I did write it. And the reason that I wanted to put that out first was the statement, the message behind it, and I put like this poem that accompanies the song that deals with a lot of, it's kind of to make people think about what borders really mean, not just borders, not just land borders that separate us, but the borders in our hearts, the borders in our minds that separate us from each other.
Wow, that got pretty deep. I like it. So you're a poet, songwriter, producer, and did you start your own record label? Is that what I read?
Yeah, we started Surgical Strike about 9 years ago. 9 years ago, yeah. And put out a bunch of indie bands and worked with a bunch of different cool, up and coming artists. So it's been great, and it's a great way of kind of being involved in not just the artistic end, but also the marketing end and the presentation end of your music, which is cool.
Have you got to collaborate with some of the indie bands as well and just jump in for fun on any of them? Or?
Yeah, I've done songs. This band called Fair to Midland that we've worked with, I've done songs with them live. I've done a few songs with Buckethead, a friend of mine who's a phenomenal guitarist. We put out a record called Buckethead and Friends with a bunch of different singers and different artists. And yeah, so we've done that a number of times.
Nice. And when's the release date of the CD?
September 7th is when Imperfect Harmonies comes out.
Exciting. Did you write all of the songs on the album?
Yes.
Wow. So it says
I had to think, 'cause I wanted to make sure there was no contributions from elsewhere. Yeah.
So have you written since you were a little kid? Like, is this something you've always been very into and involved with poetry as well as music?
No, I started in college, actually. I started playing music when I was at Cal State Northridge. And, I wasn't studying music. I was studying business. And so I started playing music in my early, I guess 1920. And writing, as far as writing, I used to write, earlier than that. But that's when I really got into the arts. And it wasn't until 24, 25 that I actually committed to the road of being an artist. And but that was a while back. So
I read that you were a marketing and business major. That's crazy. You weren't music. You kind of were like, I might open a business, and you switched. Or?
I've done a lot of fun things in my life. I've ran a car wash while I was going to college. I had my own software company for 5 years. We had a cool vertical integrated software, fully modular accounting system for the jewelry business. I've done a lot of different things. I've been in the shoe business, and my dad had a shoe manufacturing company. Been in the jewelry business with my uncle and his company for years. So I've gained a lot of experience doing different things in my life and appreciating working with people. So when I finally got into this business, I guess if you can call it a business anymore, I kind of had a different approach to it rather than feeling like that I don't know, a lot of people in this business buy into their own hype, I think, instead of just doing the work and actually just appreciating the response,
You've stayed pretty grounded as an artist, it seems like, and maybe because you've worked at all of these other places, including a car wash, that you've stayed level-head. Did you have inspiration in music growing up, or a certain genre that was your favorite?
I was never loyal to any particular genre, and but I loved music growing up, listening to music. Yeah, my earliest childhood, memories of music is listening to Armenian music, and Arabic music, and Greek music, and French music, and before I got into modern, rock or hip hop or punk, goth, whatever, So I've had a very eclectic past, and I still listen to a lot of different types of music. So I never understand people that are really stuck to one genre. I mean, I respect that they like a certain type of music, but to me, it's like, again, it's like having borders. Why have music with borders? You know, what's the point? To me, there's only two types of music, good and bad. It either moves me and it makes me feel something and it's good, or whatever the genre, and irrespective of the genre, it makes me feel nothing. It's like elevator music in that sense. You walk on.
Yeah. That's really interesting, actually. Rob Zombie's drummer that's now drumming with Ozzy just a little bit ago said there's either good music or bad music. So I guess you guys both have that same sense. Yeah. And I've never heard that until today. And I read also that you're really big on getting kids politically active. How did that come about? And with a member of Rage Against the Machine, you've started is it a foundation, or tell me more.
In 2002, Tom Morello and myself, we started a nonprofit organization called Axis of Justice. And it was originally it started as an umbrella for other nonprofit organizations, so that they could come to the festivals that we play and disperse their information and get kids involved in other things besides commercial goods that they sell at those festivals. And it turned into a full-on, kind of political organization coupled with a foundation. We've done a lot of benefit shows and raised a lot of money for different causes, from tsunami relief to labor rights to human rights organizations. Worked with Amnesty International, Greenpeace, and a number of different nonprofit organizations over the years. We've had a radio show for 3.5 years on KPFK and Sirius Satellite, and our website is axisofjustice.net if you want to check out. It's a great resource for alternative information.
Wow, that's great that you're, being positive, and a lot of kids look up to you, and so I'm sure they're going to want to listen and be more politically active, because a lot of people don't until later in life. Were you into politics in college at all, or was it not till later in life?
I was always politically active, ever since I was a kid, and it's the realization of the hypocrisy of the denial of the Armenian genocide in this country, a well-known democracy, that kind of activated me and into making me think, what other causes and truths are there out there that are denied based on economic or geopolitical reasons.
And jumping back to what made you first want to be a solo artist, and what kind of was the demise of System of a Down? Or
I was always a solo artist. You play the guitar by yourself first before you ever join a band.
True.
But I wasn't known for it, obviously. But I've been writing music.
You're definitely the front. You're like the face of System of a Down always. But I mean, what made you want to just go off on your own? Did you have like a certain image or?
It was time. It was time. System of a Down put out 5 records over 12 years, and toured good part of the world and accomplished a lot of great things. And it was time to do other things. Yeah.
Are you still friends with any of the guys? You still?
Yeah, absolutely. We're all friends. We. Shavo got married like 2 months ago. We were all at his wedding and hanging out, and we talk, we discuss stuff. Yeah, it's all good.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show, and we're looking forward to the new CD coming out September 7th. So definitely check that out.
Thank you.